So most designers are always chasing new clients, new leads, new referrals. But what I've realized is that some of the biggest opportunities do not always come from a new client. They come from your existing client. And I got a 100K project from my existing client, not because I had a magic sales pitch, but simply because I had repositioned myself. I had stopped selling websites and I started solving people's problems. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact decisions that I made, the exact steps that I took for me to get this project. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to make a simple disclaimer, right? This method will never work if you are not treating your existing clients nicely, right? If you are not giving them value, if you are not giving them quality work, if you are not communicating properly with them, right? Think of it as a referral. If you need a referral, it means you need to be offering great value and offering quality work such that more people will now start referring you to say, I've worked with Prosper, he did this great job, so you can as well work with him, I trust him, and so forth and so forth. This is where big conversations start. This is where big projects come from, right? They come from trust. They come from you offering great quality work at first, right? So this is exactly that you need to do. If you're not doing this, you better start, right? And if you want to implement this method, obviously you also want to start that, right? So now the disclaimer out of the way, now let's get into the real stuff, right? I don't want this video to be about the money that I got from this client, but I just want to share with you the mindset shift that I did, the mindset that if you're a designer, if you're a freelancer, if you start doing some of these things, right, things will then start coming your way, right? So let's get into that. The first thing obviously is the decisions that I did, right? So beginning of the year, I told myself that I need to reposition myself. And how do I then do that, right? This is just me asking myself, because I've been seeing people saying the game has been saturated already. There's AI, people now know how to do this themselves and stuff. But I took the hard decision. The first decision was I need to increase my prices. Now, the reason why I was doing this is because I wanted also to target a different audience, right? When you are starting, obviously you start with low prices. That's what we are told. Start with a low price so that you get clients, right? But I've realized that even when you start with low prices, the people that are going to come to you, they don't have money. At the same time, they are the most stressing ones, right? Small money projects, they cause too much stress. They have got unlimited changes that they want. So you end up working for nothing, right? So that was the first decision. I need to stop. I need now to start targeting high ticket clients. By doing also that, it meant that I'm going to lose a lot of people, but I'm also going to get more high quality clients, right? So that was the first one. Then the second part is that the fact that I'm now charging more money, it means I also need to up my game. I need to do more researches. I need to, look around and see how exactly can I increase the value of the stuff that I'm offering, right? Also, charging high prices does not mean that you are greedy. It means you value yourself. You value the service that you're offering, and people will start treating you with respect if you do that, right? So that was the decision number one. Decision number two was repositioning, right? Everyone these days can create a website. They can even use AI, use cloud, use Codex, use any AI tool out there. And this is where things gets interesting. Creating a website alone is not enough, right? Not all small businesses, not all service businesses need a website. Yes, there are some where they still don't have a website or they have an outdated website, but think of it as the stepping stone. If you are designing website, that's your stepping stone. That's the first door to enter, right? And once you enter, you now need to wear a different hat. you now need to have a specialist head, where you need an eagle's eye, where you can see things, you identify where things are broken, right? That's the second decision that I did. Whenever I go to a client, yes, I'm going to pitch a website, but I always had something extra, something to solve their back office chaos, something to solve their time, something to solve their manual things that they're doing every day. And that was that, right? Then the third one, which I'll show you later, which is going back to the existing clients, right? So firstly, let me just go through some of the frameworks that I use when I actually did the repositioning, so that you can actually get it right. So I use this 4-pillar strategy, right? Where whenever I walk to a client, I need to speak their language. I need to understand how their business operates, where they're getting money, where they're losing money, what things they're still doing manually, and also how their clients view them, right? This is the most important pillars in every business. Even my business, I need to understand where is more revenue coming from, where am I losing it. Also, when I'm doing development, when I'm doing strategies and all those things, am I doing those things manually? That's where automation comes into play. The visibility, how are people seeing me online, my social media platforms, my websites, everywhere. So every business in this era relies mostly on some of these pillars, right? I call these the big 4, right? So whenever I go to a client, the first thing that we look at, yes, there's the visibility part, which is the website, which actually made me sit with them. That's number 1. The visibility part, they have an outdated website. They don't have a website. Their website is not converting. They're not getting leads. I fixed this. So I also tap into the revenue part, where how much exactly right now are you getting from your clients, right? Where is that money coming from, right? So we need to diagnose that. Are you getting more money, or you're losing money in paying these other tools? Because remember, we're also in an era where people subscribe to many tools out there. So we need also to cut that, right? So that you stop losing money. Then another part is the efficiency. Like I mentioned, I need to identify the things that are taking them most of their time, because remember, time is money. So every business leader, every business person, they don't need to be spending more time doing repetitive things. So we need to fix that. The manual work, are your systems connected, right? Such that there's no human interference, right, between the systems, right? You need to run away from using spreadsheets, using copying data from spreadsheets, from emails into a CRM, all that. You need to run away from that, right? So that's another part. Then the last part is the customer experience. So with customer experience, it's simple. How are your clients viewing you? What is it exactly that they say when they think about you, right? Now, another part is that when someone sends you a message, right, be it via a website or via any link that you provide your clients with, how much time do you take to respond to them, right? It all comes to the customer experience. Do they take too long? Do you take too long to respond, and so forth and so forth? And we need to understand the whole customer journey, from the first inquiry, how you do a follow-up, how you when you're done with them, when you're done servicing them, do you do any follow-ups or any check-ins? Do they also give you a referral? Do they leave a good review for your business, right? So all these things, right, when you sit with a business person, or when I sit with a business person, they either 2 pillars which are broken. Mainly the efficiency part is broken, the revenue sometimes might be broken, but efficiency and visibility are the main pains that I've actually seen most people struggle with, most businesses struggle with. Yes, they might have the money to fund the website, they might have good clients giving them good reviews, but behind the scenes they're doing things manually, right? So we need then to fix that. Now, after identifying these pains, obviously I'll need to come up with what with a solution, right? Which is the solution map, where we take all your fragmented tools, everything that you're doing manually, then we try to map out a system, right, that will then remove and solve all those other pain points, right? So at the end, you come up with one system, one flow, and we solve all the chaos. Right now, when it comes to the third decision that I made, was I need to go back to my old clients and upsell this new me that has just been born, right? So I need to come up with a client list of all the old clients that I've dealt with. I filter them according to how we were talking, how the relationship is, how happy they were and stuff. Then I try to book an interview meeting with them. So I call this the pain interview, where I use this framework. All right, I use this framework to actually understand more about their business, where they're actually suffering, and so forth and so forth, right? So after that, we then map up a solution, then I just give them a proposal. Think of this as like you're going back to audit your client to say, yes, we were working together on a website, right? But we are done with that. What else is still slowing you down, right? Because at first when we met, you said, okay, Prosper, come in, I just need a website, I just need to be online, right? But look, you're still doing things manually, and these days your time is the most precious thing. So I need to give you that freedom, right? So here's a system that will connect all the dots, right? And then you now have freedom, you now get more money, and you now focus on other things to grow your business, right? So this is exactly how I did. You just need to upsell yourself or upsell the services or other services. If you haven't, or if you actually don't have, then you need to start thinking systematically. Start to think about systems, how these systems can solve business problems, right? You identify a business problem, you approach your client, you make a proposal. Well, don't do free work like as the real project. Just give them a proposal. Show them how much they are losing, show them how much they're going to gain, how much they're going to recover, and the time that they're going to save, and see what happens. This is exactly what I did with my existing client, and they actually handed me over a 100K project, which I'm currently busy with. So I'll share more about this project later in other videos, where I'll share with you what the project is about, the challenges that I've currently been facing, and also how I managed to actually implement it, and so forth and so forth. So this is all you need to do. I have a special assignment for you guys. So before you even go out there, I need you to ask yourself these questions, right? How many clients do I already have? What are their current pain points? Where are they losing money, time, or even leads? What is still manual or messy for them in the background? And also, who then do you want to start calling today? Just after watching this video, sit yourself down, do yourself an audit, ask yourself these questions, and from there, have one person, two people that are going to call this week to say, look, I identified this current pain point. This is how I'm going to solve it for you, and this is how much it's going to cost you, and this is how much you're going to gain, because that return on investment is also very important when you're talking to your clients. So they need to understand that right now. You obviously will say, what if I don't have clients, right? What if I'm still new? So if you are new, luckily you're watching this video, you need remove just I'm the website guy part. right? You are a solution specialist. Yes, you design websites. You also tap into the systems. You design systems that help these guys to win, right? So that's what you need to do. And if you actually don't have a client, I have made this video last week where I showed you how you can actually start getting new clients by just utilizing Google Maps. So you can go watch it and come back and tell me what you think, right? So if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and also tell me what you think in the comments. And if you want the material that I've been sharing here, just comment on the in the comments down to say project, then I'll compile these slides for you so that you can go and refer to them, and on your spare time and so forth and so forth. And also, if you're interested in more strategies, you can even connect with me on LinkedIn. I will leave my LinkedIn profile link down in the description so that we can connect and we can even talk. And if you're a small business owner, a service business owner, you also want your website, you also want to be audited and so forth and so forth, I will leave my contacts below so that you can connect and start doing some work with you, right? So go out there, start calling your clients, upsell the services that you have, and see you in the next one.